Good morning. Yeah, my music's a little loud. Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Let's see. Let's scroll on up. Allie, I saw yours this morning. Just I was going live. Just that's oh ho ho. Look at me being the first one here. Good morning. And Lossie, good morning. Kenny, good morning. Melissa, good morning. Let's see. Yep, Kenny, I was getting my coffee too. Oh, I should be on live chat. Live chat, everyone. Live chat. There we go. All right, Gail, good morning. Angela, good morning. Let's see, Nightbot, good morning. Thanks for all those Lozzies. Stephanie, good morning. Miss Rena, good morning. Hello, hello, everyone. Well, it is Wednesday morning, the 12th. I got my coffee. So, I got some Rice Chex because I wanted to try eating cereal again because Rice Chex is gluten-free. And I was like, perfect, I'll try it with the almond milk. Did you know? Hold on. The music was really loud that whole time. I'm so sorry. I'm talking over this massively loud music. That was my bad. So nobody probably could barely hear anything. So quickly again, Allie, Lozzie, Kenny, Melissa, Miss Rena, Bridget, hi Bridget, and Gail, and Chloe, and whoever else I missed, good morning. Oh my gosh. Well, it was set to how it's set when I do it normally. I turn it down. I just, clearly, things are clicking this morning. I need the coffee. Yeah, it was really loud. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's like these little things you forget to do. I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, man, why are there 2 bars that are up really high? Normally it's just one because it shows where my voice is. And I was just like, what is wrong? Oh no, the music is still really loud. Maybe if I yelled or talked really loud, then maybe you guys could hear me then. But anyway. But yeah, so I was gonna try cereal again this morning. Thinking I'll just put some almond milk on it. And did you know that the almond milk actually had more sugar in it, which I didn't realize it, more sugar in it than the creamer? Now, I don't drink almond milk often. I don't ever drink it straight. If I have it, it's because I need it for like a recipe, which I haven't been cooking much anyway. So it's not like I've been having a ton of sugar without realizing it. But there is so much sugar in almond milk in comparison to my coffee. The almond milk had like 8 grams of sugar. My coffee, my creamer has like 5 grams. I was like, how is it that the creamer has less sugar than the milk? Yeah, way sugary. So I want to try a sugar-free almond milk, but I want to make sure that it doesn't have, thanks, Robin. It doesn't have any like sugar substitute. I was just like, holy heck. Like 8 grams of sugar? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal and like, yeah. Yeah, I don't have the energy for that one, Kenny. There is not sugar in almonds. No, they add the sugar to it, which is a little bit weird. Anyway, you know, I was thinking this one would have been a fun one to color too. I've tried oat milk creamer, Bridget. Not just straight up oat milk. And here's the reason why I switched from oat milk to almond milk creamer. I like the oat milk creamer better, actually, but it's so hard to find stores that regularly keep it in stock around here. I don't want to order online. I'm sure there's somewhere that I could, but I'd rather just be able to get it at a store. And like between H-E-B and Kroger and Target and Walmart, because it's drank so little, if it's out of stock, then like it just goes out of stock more often. And then there was like a whole week where Target didn't carry it at all. And I was just like, So I switched to the almond milk creamer, which is way easier to find, and I haven't had to deal with that. Yeah, I think it worked. So. Oh, Miss Rena, I'm so sorry. Well, I know Yalzza has like 2 pages on her Etsy that you can download. Oh, stock, yeah. Yeah, I live in a smaller college town. I mean, I'm sure if I lived in Houston, I'd probably be able to get it all the time. But I was just like, But yeah, but Yalzza has a couple pages on her Etsy. What about coconut milk? Have you tried that? You can buy it in powdered form. So I got some coconut milk that they had in a can, but it's like they don't really... Kenny, this book is only sold on Etsy. This book is only sold on Etsy. I couldn't find it fresh here. I mean, is there fresh coconut milk? Is that a thing? Because I wanted to try making coconut milk whipped cream, but no dice. I mean, I got the can and I'm still gonna try it, but I'd prefer fresh if I can get it. I just need to get myself a coconut and drill a hole in it. Just do it that way. Can I buy coconuts in bulk? Just go to Costco and just get like a crate, whole pallet of coconuts. You know, fill the back of the truck, drive down, you know, the Texas highway with just a pile of coconuts in the back, and you know, everybody looking at me crazy, just wait, be like, it's cool, I just want a bowl of cereal. Huh? It could work. It could work. A company called Grace, where it's powdered. You can mix it with a lot of water for milk, or a lot of powder for coconut cream. Interesting. Just buy a tree. I like it. I like it, Lozzie. You know, at the new house, we'll just plant it in the yard. Big old just... Probably not in the US. I'm just saying. If it was good enough for Tom Hanks and Wilson, just get some fresh coconuts. Okay. We are going to be working on this area today. Ozzy, I love it. We're going to do some... Actually, first, I'm going to lose the sweater because it is... I always get a little... Oh, sounds good, Loretta. Thanks for hanging out. I'm always a little chilly in the morning, so I add a sweater. But then by the time I get in here, and I have my lights on and everything, just am way too warm. Okay. It says 100 or 150 or $200 less on Amazon Japan than at Blix. Yes, that's what I heard. Who was it? There was somebody who bought them recently. And Boots was telling them that they had ordered it from somewhere else. And then she's like, no, order it from Amazon Japan. And they got a ton for it. Do you have to pay like a bunch in shipping though when you order it? Like, what's the trade-off? Or is it still free shipping to some degree? I assume shipping can't be that much, but it's also coming all the way from Japan. I suppose it's no worse than if you're ordering something from like the UK. Hi, Lisa. I don't know, if I say much more, I'm gonna embarrass myself with my lack of geography knowledge. Okay, let's see. Let's start with, what do we want to do? Actually, I think we want to start with Earth Green, is what we're gonna do. Angela says, I'll be in and out. We're having a new air conditioner installed today, and the guy should be here anytime. Sounds good, Angela. Enjoy your new air conditioner. Oh, that includes the shipping charge. We are now, Kenny. Okay. So, let's see. How do I want to do this? Like, this is semi-far away. These are more far away. There are 44 on the weekend. Nice. Yeah, I saw... Thanks, Lozzie. Somebody left a comment the other day on the Brute Printers video that said that the squares are the high, like, as far as, like, different types of pencils. Kind of like how Staedtler has, you know, Ergosoft and Staedtler Norris, just like Faber-Castell has the polychromos and, like, the classics, that kind of thing. The Brute Printers, the square ones are, like, the high-quality ones. I haven't confirmed it or anything. Oh, so sad. So... Exclamation point words in chat. I can't talk. We're so happy to have you with us. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and start with a layer of light phthalo green. Okay? And we are going to do this bush here. Yeah, words are incredibly hard. Bush, tree. I feel like she's on a second story. I feel like this is a bush. Probably a bush. All right, well, we're gonna lay down just a solid layer across the entire thing, and then we're gonna go in with shadows and stuff on top of it. Not a clue, Kenny. Not a clue. Words are so hard. Like, especially like when I first hop on, like if I haven't warmed up or anything, like I trip over my words so much. It's hilarious. Yeah, second story bedroom. If you like, I could teach you some vocal warm-ups to do before stream, you know, like tongue twisters and stuff. It really helps. I probably could, but you know what I'm doing before stream? Quickly getting coffee and ushering the children in to use the bathroom and get it all done so that I don't have somebody in the hallway yelling, I gotta go potty! So I'm usually pretty preoccupied pre-stream. I'm just lucky to get here and be like, okay, I have 3 minutes before it goes live. Everybody shush, get the cats out of the room. So if it helps, I am, you know, warming up my voice a little bit because I'm trying to get the kids squared away and, you know, get the, you know, just everything. I don't know, does get your butt in the bathroom and use the bathroom before I start count as vocal warm-ups? Is that what the kids say, or Steve? That is what the kids say. Steve does not announce when he needs to use potty. Be curious about the bush. How does one color a bush? With green at this point. With green. Actually, I'm not quite like that, but it's Mommy's streaming this morning. I wanted everybody to be on their best behavior because, you know, we're coming to the end of the school year and schooling at home all year is definitely starting to wear on the kids a little bit. And we definitely have a little bit more of a, very carefully, yes. We definitely have a little bit more pushback for school these days. I think they're both getting a little burnt out. The Zoom meetings are a little frustrating because we have hybrid classes, so not all of the kids are doing Zoom. Some of them are at home, some of them are at school. But because it's a hybrid class, it's not like there's one person teaching online and one person teaching in person. It's the one teacher teaching in person and online. So sometimes for half the call, the teacher's having to talk to the other students, and then next thing you know, they've run out of time and they haven't been able to cover everything they have, and it's very frustrating for the kids. So sometimes they need a little gentle reminder that, you know, school year's almost over and we need a little bit of not pushback, you know, be nice to daddy when it comes time. Morning, Tanya. Not even gonna ask what I just walked into. Chaos, pure chaos, Tanya. But yeah, it's definitely, it is time for us to get life back to normal and get the kids back to school and everything, which we will be doing for school next year. But a good pencil sharpener, type in !sharp, Cindy, and that will give you this one. I have two sharpeners that I use on the regular, and it is this one, the Doll 133. It's a hand crank sharpener, and this one, which is the handheld 2-hold Stedler sharpener. They're both great. My current bushes looks like blobs of nausea. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. Well, we will do this together. I gotta be honest, this style of bush, I don't generally, you know, mostly for plants and stuff, I color like Johanna style. So we're gonna do this together. But here is my game plan. So I'm laying down, you know, the basic layer, but where these curves are, I'm seeing these as the outermost part of the bush. So the lightest part is going to be on the top of these curves, and the darkest part is going to be behind these lines where the leaves are overlapping. Mary, good morning. So that is how I'm going to be tackling this. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit darker down at the bottom. Because the light is going to be here, there may be some light along the edge, but we are just starting with a basic green as our base color. Okay. All right. So that was light phthalo green. Oh, here, Cindy, let me help you. Actually, it looks like Miss Rena did it up above. So if you go to the comment right above where Appetite for Coloring says, hi, Allie, right there where it says you can purchase the Doll 133 sharpener here. That's the Amazon link right there. So after saying I was intimidated by coloring people, I just went out and bought 20th Century Fox's coloring book plus 3 Coloring Heaven magazines Mermaids, burlesque, and steampunk. We could get Coloring Heaven here, but I've never gotten it before, and I think it's more difficult to get in the US, isn't it? Also, 20th Century Fox coloring book. Is it good quality? That sounds really interesting. I feel like it would be a pretty decent coloring book. I'm really curious about that. What's in it, Miss Rena? All right, so let's take a look at our greens here. Let's grab deep cobalt green. Actually, no, I want Hooker's green. Hooker's green. Okay, so light phthalo green was this green here that we grabbed. So, oh, it's in Discord. Hang tight. Oh, okay. Crush and color. Interesting. What's the paper like? Ooh, Patrick Swayze. That's really not bad. Those illustrations are decent. Miss Rena, could you share a link for that in Discord? I want to take a look at that afterwards. Colorful fantasies with old school heartthrobs. That is so funny. The magazines, I'm not sure, but for the magazines, I know that if there's one you really like, you could always like scan it in and reprint it out. Dirty greens or clean greens? These ones are actually, I think, gonna be more clean. The background will use more dirty greens. Okay, so Hooker's green, and let's grab phthalo green, as Steve would say. Okay, phthalo. And let's get, Kaput Mortem Violet, which I know I have out. Paper's not bad, not super great, but about the same as the magazines. Ah, okay, gotcha. I always feel like it's a shame when you have something that has such good illustrations, and then the paper is just... I think that's why if I were to ever put out a coloring book, like, I think that'd be the one thing that I'd just be like really nitpicky about. Let's see. Paper could be a little better. I think it's a lot like what Create Space Paper. I think that, yeah, Create Space Paper, yeah. Really, Mary? Okay, Mary, you're in the US. You save 33% if you subscribe to Coloring Heaven. Like, is it tough to get it to the US? Like, what's the shipping like? I have been curious about it. I know a lot of people do. I had somebody ask me about it at some point, but I've never got it. So I was just like, I have no idea what to tell you. Got the first two on Etsy and then a local third at the local bookstore. Oh, nice. Okay. Paper's good. Okay. No shipping? Interesting. So what's the turnaround time then? Maybe it'd be worth it to do it. Couple of weeks or so after release. Might need to look into that. All right, so we are gonna start with Hooker's Green. It was 2 weeks. Yeah, because I mean, I know it's coming from overseas, so definitely gonna take a little bit. All right, let's start. Where do I want to start? Let's just start here. Okay, so like I said, we're using the lines as kind of our guide here. Oh, for Coloring Heaven. That's not a bad idea. I didn't know that they sold them in bookstores. I thought it was just strictly a subscribe thing. Because I know sometimes they have exclusives. Like, what was that? With that poster that Sammy colored. That was Coloring Heaven, wasn't it? Trying to see. Steampunk and Princesses. Nice. 3 to 4 weeks after release for me, I'm waiting on my Holly Hobby to get here, but that's a special issue. Oh, Holly Hobby. Yes, Hooker's Green, number 159. So the base color was light phthalo green. Our mid color is going to be phthalo green. And this is definitely going to have a couple layers on it. Perfect. Okay, thanks, Lozzie. Oh, really, Miss Rena? Because I have both a Michael's and a Joann's here. That might be worth going to in store for. So shocked. Because you're definitely not going to use pink at all in that book, right? No pink whatsoever. Hang on one second, chat. Hang on one second, chat. Okay, sorry about that, chat. We're back. We're back. Let's see. Easy shipping for me. I just ordered 8 coloring books, but got most of them within 2 days, within a week. Got a lot in the bookstore. Oh, very cool. Well, are you talking the Coloring Heaven one? Oh, Flowerscapes. Yes, Bridget. Flowerscapes is wonderful. Let's see, where's mine? Well, it's on the bookshelf, and now I'm knocking things off. But yes, I have Flowerscapes, and I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. Seen it at Books a Million on occasion. Princess Rat Battles on YouTube? I have not. Yeah, those are two different things. Creative Haven, I think is a brand. Coloring Heaven is a magazine that got put out in the UK. Yes, Patrick is in Discord. Okay. All right, so Hooker's Green. Sorry about that, chat. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Morning times are so much more different, you know what I mean? Gotta turn off my work notifications. I just realized I never did that. Nobody's said anything yet, but it's only a matter of time. They were Haven. Yeah, Creative Haven is a brand, I believe. I seem to remember it's like, I just remember like cover had like a cat on it or something. Miss Rena. Well, it could be. Do you mind me asking, Miss Rena, how much was it? Because it could be something that if the illustrations are nice enough and I'm willing to color them, it could be something that I scan in and reprint. Okay, so we're just adding in our darkest green area here. Got the coffee. $14.99 US in Canada, but Amazon has it for 10. Oh, okay. I will. That might be something worth getting then. It looks intriguing. Well, I mean, is it 20th Century Fox or is it all men? Because, I mean, I guess that's different too. I like classic movies, but I also don't know if I want to get the book that's, you know, for Manly May. Unless, of course, half of it is like Jason Momoa. But I don't know, that Patrick Swayze one was pretty nice. Okay. I know what they do, Serena. I probably should get it, but I feel it's a little self-serving. Also, does Jason Momoa know that there is a Jason Momoa coloring book? I feel like that's probably not something he sanctioned. Can you imagine how weird it would be? I mean, I guess if you're a celebrity, you're used to it, but imagine you're at Barnes & Noble, all right? You turn the corner, you go to, like, say you're interested in adult coloring. You go to the adult coloring book section, and all of a sudden, there is a coloring book based on you. And not just based on you, but based on, you know, you. Hi, Marie. There's a picture of him in a bubble bath? Oh my lord. Almost definitely not. Right, Lozzie? I'm thinking that's probably not something somebody called his manager and said, Mr. Momoa, we would like to make a adult coloring book featuring your abs. If you could, you know, can we get some posed shots? Can you imagine? Can't see the hype for the man. Like, it was more of a job than a relationship. He's a freaking mountain. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. I mean, can you imagine that kind of call, though? Well, so that's hilarious. Okay, so we're just slowly shadowing. I was thinking of the word shadowing, and it came out shadowing. I make new words on stream. I make new words. We should start a Emily Illustrator dictionary of words I magically create during the stream that aren't real words in any way, shape, or form. We're adding in the shadowy part of the bush. Like, Mr. Jason Momoa's manager, could you please send us the most glistening image of your abs for our coloring book, please? Thank you. That would be wonderful. Some stills from Aquaman, if we can. He's probably used to that sort of stuff. I'm sure he has authorized calendars himself. Oh, I'm sure. Language is a living process, or so my linguistics professor says. Yes, I could agree with that. Minnie, I'd buy it. Did you guys see a while back, they were selling Girl Scout cookies, and the mom and the daughter put pictures of Jason Momoa from Aquaman on the Samoas. Yes, glistening. That's the exact word. If they're not glistening pictures, I mean, do we really want... No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna start... Oh, Lord. I'm gonna get some angry people in my chat later. You objectified Jason Momoa, and then I'm just gonna be like, honestly, have you seen him? I mean, I can't help it. Needless to say, they actually got in trouble for putting Jason Momoa on the Samoas, partially because of the objectifying thing, but also, you know, legal reasons Girl Scouts was like, yeah, you need to stop. Harrison Ford, Tom Cruise, Denzel Washington, Pierce Brosnan, Patrick Swayze, Antonio Banderas, Bruce Willis, Tom Selleck, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Kurt Russell, Richard Gere, and Kevin Costner. Oh yeah, that's definitely a manly man coloring book. Authors are going to take any talk about shadowy parts of bushes and run with it in the way there's no way you intended. No, I could believe that. When I watch this back again tomorrow, lots of quotes, I know, right? This went somewhere unexpected. It usually does, Lisa. It usually does. We're about halfway down with our coffee here. This is also, in case anybody's wondering why there's a brown spot, it's a glaze run. This was a second smug from a ceramicist that I really enjoy. But because it has a glaze issue on it, I got it for less than the normal price, which is usually pretty expensive. Oh man, that's good stuff. That when Lisa first asked the question, that was the way I answered it the way I did. I love it, Miss Rena. Yep, it's totally the norm. It's totally the norm. At least a third of our streaming conversations end with listening men. We'll hear dodgy topics of conversation, shakes head, right? Lozzie, like you've never participated in any of our dodgy conversations in any way, shape, or form. I'll take Chris Hemsworth and Chris Evans' coloring book. Can I pre-order that as well, Minnie? I love you all, right, Lisa? Oh, we love you too. Canadians are just Aussies from the Northern Hemisphere, Rena. Well, until I started to get to know all of you and my my Aussie audience here, most of my Australian references were Wentworth and Crocodile Dundee. Lisa, I am shocked and appalled at that insinuation. I'm totally innocent. Okay, buddy. Oh my gosh. Crack me up, Lozzie. Lozzie, I'm so glad we started doing morning streams. I missed you. Is there a new season out of Wentworth yet? I mean, obviously, we probably get it after Australia does. I watched it on Netflix, but... Fresh Color also does books on Keanu Reeves, Jason Momoa, and Idris Elba. Probably more, but those are the 3 in my local store. That's awesome. I know, Angie. I know it is. But see, it's now I have all of you. I have all of you, and the problem has been solved. Oh, it's Turtle. Hi, Turtle. A little chat, little slid right past there. Okay. We love our Lozzie. We get exclamation point Lozzie in chat, please. Kenny, I feel like we need a command for you too. We've got one for Shannon, but that's with her channel. But you're like my only mod, although I think Kimmy is still technically a mod. But, you know, my only active mod that I don't think has a command yet. Good morning, Fabiana. There we go. No, not the microwave. Nougat. I love it. Now it's flooding chat. Steve did know about the Great Emu Wars. That's true, but he never told me about the Great Emu Wars until we started talking about it. Good morning, Renee. So much calmer, Lozzie. Okay. We're getting closer. 5. if we want to get all the layers right and the shadows right, we can't really rush it. It'll be worth it when it's all done. Shannon, I love it. Good morning, Graziella. Or afternoon, wherever it is in your part of the world. The original Wentworth, yes, yeah, I heard Wentworth was based off of that other show. I hadn't seen it, but yes. All right, I'm gonna make it a little bit. All right, it's hard when you get close to the inside of the paper. Oh my God, Miss Rena. And hi to everyone else I might have missed while looking up pictures of Jason Momoa in a bathtub. Oh my gosh, Miss Rena. Miss Rena, that's what the private tabs are for. No, I'm kidding. Wonder how Jason Momoa's mom feels about everyone. Right, Mary? That's right up there with like, did he approve these books? Can you imagine? Oh, Lord. I don't know how I'd feel about that if that was like me in that situation. Oh, awesome, Graziella. I'm so glad. Angie, proud? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Oh, we need a little bit up here too. There we go. All right, question for the chat. Yeah, new pencil happiness. Very nice. Question for the chat. Name your favorite coloring book and why. Sure, she expects it. She's watched him grow up. She probably knew he was gonna break hearts when he was 3, right? Little Emily? Yeah, I am not looking forward to teenage years. Like, she got the good balance of best of both worlds from me and Steve here, so she is going to be very pretty when she grows up. That was his mom. I just tell everyone you're welcome. Stephanie. I love it. I love it. For me, I don't know if I have a favorite so much as a preference. Like, definitely Johanna books. I really like her newest book. Romantic Country Tale is my favorite. It's just so classic. I don't think I have that one. Who did that one, Allie? Well, see, for those of you who don't know, Steve is Korean. Steve is Korean, and so the kids have, you know, that kind of nice olive skin and, you know, the almond eyes, like that kind of thing. So they really got a good balance. I can't choose. Oh, Yuri, that's right. That's right. Worlds of Wonder. I've been doing Buddy Colors with a friend. I've enjoyed the aspect so much. I really feel like it's one of her best ones. Yep, Worlds of Wonder. Are you kidding? Just one? I'm gonna say Celebrity Crush because of the conversation. No, I was turning the direction. That was my segue away from glistening abs. Oh, you're a florist. Nice, Marie. Okay, phthalo green. Gnomes in the Neighborhood. Denise, the images take me happy place like paper, single-sided. Really? I'll have to look that one up. It's like asking to choose your favorite child, Chloe. Minnie, don't encourage her. I don't even need any encouraging. I'm too scandalous on my own. And now we are back. All right, so we are just using phthalo green here, adding in a bit more of our green. Tanya, I can't choose. Okay. If we can't choose a book, how about favorite illustrator? Favorite illustrator. Pretty obvious who mine is. That's not really even a question for me. Daydreams or Twilight Garden? All right. Anastasia's book, Serene. I want to get Serene at some point. It is so pretty. It is such a pretty book. Oh, nice, Angie. Johanna Basford. Yep, right there with you, Miss Runa. I can't choose that either. Tanya. Romantic Country too, but the paper could be better, yes. Lively Creatures by Ken Matsuda. How interesting. Pretty much anything by Maria J. Williams, Sarah Richter, or Matt Davidson. Absolute all the detail. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing a style like that you prefer. Erie and Johanna Basford, kind of a tie. Yep. Clara Markova, yes. Anna Carlson. I have absolutely no idea who Emily's favorite artist could be. Yes, Stephanie, me too. Me too. Absolutely no idea. And once I find out, I promise to be shocked and appalled. No, I'm kidding. Sounds good, Gail. Get some rest. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome, Renee. Britta, Katerina Art, Zindy Zone. Etsy Peeps. Gotcha. How's that pronounced, Shannon? Tyson? I feel like Thyssen isn't right. I only have Bonanza stuff for now. Color me shocked and appalled. You say, Bonanza, I think of the... Isn't that the name of that cowboy? Like, dun 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 dun. Or was that Ponderosa? No, what was that? No, it was Bonanza, wasn't it? What was that cowboy show? I pronounced it Tyson. Okay, that's what I wondered. Was it Bonanza? That show with the cowboys and the brothers? Dun 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 dun. Lots of water the greenhouse and all outdoor plants till I was older, and then I was cashier and everything else. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, Bonanza. Yeah. The ranch was called Ponderosa. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. I think it's funny. I still know the theme song. Charge! There you go, Shannon. Oh, yeah, I can imagine, Angie. I think we'll definitely need to get some cream in here too. Michael Landon before Little House on the Prairie, yes. Oh, very nice, JD. Make sure I finish my coffee before it gets cold. I know it looks really light now, but it'll all come together before we're done. I keep checking the P.O. box though, making sure that, or for checking when that coloring lamp gets here. Whenever the coloring lamp gets here, we'll take a break from this page and we'll do a stream where we show that. And actually the timing could work out perfect because I should be, hopefully at some point, getting the brush tip Everblend markers. Of course, I don't know that I want to try out a new marker on that lamp since I only have one copy of it. College. Daniel Boone, yeah. Yeah, same, Renee, same. Let's see. The early market, yeah. Clean the buckets, stock the buckets were the worst. I'm an expert at dethroning roses. Oof. She got coffee. She was getting coffee this morning. I think we will get some cream and put it around the outside edges of the bush as well. Truth be told, I'm still not entirely sure it's a bush or a tree. Guess we'll see. Ooh, chai latte. That sounds good. I have usually 1 cup of coffee a day. Any more and I get too shaky. Filling in the rest of this green space here. Let's see. Which one do I want to grab? Yeah, cream, which I think we already have out. The insomnia real bad, so only 1 cup in the morning for me, otherwise it'll affect my sleep. Yeah. I mean, my sleep schedule's a disaster anyway, but I definitely don't want to, let's see, that's ivory. I definitely don't want to make it any more of a disaster for sure. It's just shrubbery, bane of my existence. Shrubberies are the bane of your existence. It's okay. I have 1 cup a day, unless I'm really tired, yeah. Unless it's nearly midnight, you're gonna sleep soon? That is true. Nice, Angela. Okay. I swiped this because I thought it was something on the page, but it's actually just a line for the bush. Yes! Yes, well this shrubbery is probably taking us longer than the average person coming in here, and they're probably like, why is she taking so long on this shrubbery? It's like, you know what? We do my shrubbery things. I always think of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Ah, shrubbery! I'm not dead yet. Yes, you will. I want to go for a walk. Now I'm just gonna sit here and quote Monty Python for the rest of the stream. It's an acceptable life choice. Oh, nice, Melissa. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberry. Monty Python, right? And my outrageous French accent. I can't talk. See, I tried it, but it didn't work. Bring us a shrubbery! Yes. Well, see, when I went to go visit Doune Castle in Scotland, that is where the outrageous Frenchman scene was filmed, as well as, you know, where he's walking behind a... Right? I know, we need Monty Python quotes. Hi, Nelly! Let it out of her system, chat. Stream will resume normal procedure shortly. Are you Mary Queen of Scots? Nelly, how are you? But my mom and I went to visit there, so I have a picture of her doing that behind the castle. It was so fun. All right, so we're gonna take our cream now and we're gonna add it, not necessarily the parts in the front, but a little bit on the outside edges. Hang on 1 second. Okay, all right, chat. Got some stuff going on this morning, so Steve just had to pop his head in a couple times. Bring out your dead. Yeah. Still love it. I'm not dead yet. I want to go for a walk. That's good stuff. She's a witch, right? A duck. Hilarious. What also floats? Oh my gosh, that's good stuff. Oh, awesome, Nelly. And he didn't say hello to us. Rude. Well, I agree. I wish we could do like a watch party and we could watch Monty Python. All right, so light green. A little bit here. Not too much. I don't want to make it too bright. What do you do with witches? I'm trying to remember, because I know they went through that whole thing what to do with them, and then they ended up just trying to see if she would float or not. That's what it was. I think it's fun to color. Can do anything in it with color. I bought her other two. They should be coming today. The cat one. Oh, awesome, JD. It's just a flesh wound. Right, as his arm's gone. Your arm is gone. It's just a scratch. I'm sorry. Burn them! Monty Python's Flying Circus and Are You Being Served around 10 p.m. when I was growing up. I would sneakily live there whenever I could watch it. I love it, Angela. Just have a stream where we just do Monty Python quotes. Okay. Alright, now let's go ahead and go in with our light phthalo green again, which was our original base color for the shrubbery. I'm gonna have to say it like that for the rest of stream now. Just, shrubbery! Let's see, on Box Day a couple years ago, I showed my brother those movies. And it's funny, and I show those movies when someone is drunk. I love it, Minnie. Yeah, I feel like I want to go watch those now. After we do this color, then we're going to go down with our Hooker's Green again and get it a little bit darker. And then we'll go in with our fish slapping song, right? Sits in the Never Watch Mother. Lozzie! Lozzie! Lozzie, I need you, after stream today, I need you to go see where you can get them and go watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail, please. That's hilarious, Lisa. That's hilarious. It's still hilarious, Mary. Until it's next to me rolling on the floor. What'd he say? What'd he say? Hilarity. That's what he said. Lozzie. Lozzie. As a person who resides on that side of the pond, this is like part of your education. Don't they have a class in it in school? Like Monty Python appreciation? Come on now. Come on. Shannon, you're not helping. We must educate the masses. I don't have a VPN. I probably should though, because I keep getting frustrated that I can't watch the newest Call the Midwife. Watch, we're just gonna, like, the whole stream, we're just gonna color this bush. That's probably what it's gonna end up being. To be fair, it's a large section of the page. Alright. Hooker's Green. Monty Python comedy was genius. It is genius. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious, Lisa. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Yeah. Right, Stephanie? It's either or. Well, you know, in this stream it's both. Although you definitely have the Doctor Who one down, so that's okay. Oh, BritBox, maybe. Yeah, and I don't know if you can rent it on Amazon or not. Okay, so Hooker's green now. We're gonna go in a little bit darker. Please don't unmod me. Never, Lozzie. Never. I was leaning forward too close to read. You can see my glasses. Mary? Oh, thanks, Kat. And hello. Oh, that's hilarious, Miss Rita. Definitely starting to press a little bit harder. I want to get some of this contrast in the bush. In the shrubbery. I'm British. I don't think I've seen many popular British shows. I have seen Monty Python though. My other half showed me that. Nice, Minnie. I like it. We'll definitely bring in some of our browns here. We may actually do the browns before we do the phthalo green. Like I said, I know it may seem like it takes forever, but the end result is always nice. We'll just retitle this video, How to Color Shrubbery. And honestly, I can't say shrubbery in a normal voice, like ever. Because all I hear is Monty Python, shrubbery. Because I've ever dated a new Monty Python backwards, forwards, upwards, downwards, and all words in between, right? Yeah, they'd get along with my brother. Need to complete my set, should be in Friday. Awesome, Miss Rena. That's exciting. Like, you know it's good comedy, too, when it ages well, and it's still funny with newer generations and, you know, as time goes on. I already have the first 60 of them in the case with spaces left for the rest. Awesome! All in order of your chart, of course. Aw, Miss Rena. You know, I probably did, Miss Rena. I will have to take a look. What happens sometimes is, like, I'll look at my email and be like, oh, great, I'll go ahead and do this later, and then I don't. So I'll feel bad, because, like, most of the time, the best way to get in touch with me is through Instagram, just because it's ever present. You know, if you don't respond to it, it's got the little notification or whatever. But anyway, because sometimes what happens in my email is that I will look at it while I'm in the middle of something, and then I'll be like, okay, great, I'll take a closer look at this later, and then a few days later I go, oh, crud, I never took a closer look at this, and then I get real embarrassed. Because, you know, I'm professional. Okay, I definitely did not just click my pencil on the tripod light. Definitely didn't. Ah, gotcha, Angie, gotcha. Okay. Now, before we add our next mid color, we're gonna bring in the Caput Mortem Violet. Okay. Wait, what about the Gospel of Me? Oh, in the chart order. All right. So, Caput Mortem Violet. See, definitely some of this down here. The round roots, the color barrels have the same feel as the squares. Really? Good to know. Are all the colors the same? The order of my pencils. Are black barreled and are dustier? What do you mean dustier? Like, do they have like a oh, what's the best word? Like a chalkier feel to it? Or what do you mean dustier? Hey, look at that! I'm out of frame! Ha ha ha! I'm such a good streamer. I like to color out of frame. All the time. I love it. I love the chattiness. Sounds good, Angela. Yes, early morning here too. It is 9:03 a.m. here. Thanks so much for being here, Angie. Enjoy your air conditioning. Or not Angie, sorry, Angela. Angela is leaving. Angie is staying. I don't know why I said Angie. Ooh, nice, Lozzie. Can you send some over here? Actually, no. It's gotta be gluten-free. Never mind, don't send some. But enjoy some for me. I'll live vicariously through you. Oh, because you spelled her name wrong. Ah, okay, yes. Cut me some slices, right? Numbers on the pencils are different between the rounds and the squares. In the 120, they're very similar color, but some very different. Oh, interesting. Okay. And I can't spell! It's 3 p.m. here. Yeah, that was one of the reasons I wanted to do it so early, is I was just like... Because there's a lot of other people that like already stream at like 10 a.m. here. And so I was just like, I need to choose a time where people aren't already, you know, scheduled streaming, but also, you know, for what works. All right, so now we're gonna grab Hooker's Green again. And we're gonna go over that brown a bit. Nice dark color in here. And then we'll use that phthalo green again. And then we may end up using our blender also. We shall see though. Yeah, fresh baked bread. Fresh, oh my gosh, words. I can't talk. Fresh baked bread is super good. I know technically you're supposed to wait to cut it until it's cooled, but honestly, who really does that? I mean, you're sitting there with this nice warm loaf of bread. It's nearly impossible to wait. Going over some of this brown we did on the bottom. Which brown was that? That was the Caput Mortem Violet, the number 263. 263. 263 was the Caput Mortem Violet. The time we took on this will all be worth it, I swear. Oh, awesome. I just got my shipping notice for those markers, so that's cool. Hopefully they won't take too long and we can take a look at them. Okay. All right, let's go in with our phthalo green now. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, exactly. Well, yeah, you can tear it, but gotta use a nice serrated knife. Take your time, you know, but it's just so good. I want warm bread with butter. Oh, that sounds so good. No one waits, or no one that's had warm, fresh bread, right? Exactly. Minnie, I want a sandwich now. Sounds good, Bridget. Thanks so much for being here. Pulled out my headphones here. There we go. All right, so phthalo green now. We're going to fill in a little bit more of this green. Yeah, but with rolls, like, especially if you have a bread maker, you can just toss everything in. But with rolls, you have to take it out, roll them separately, let them rise, and then bake it and like everything. Like, there's so many more steps with rolls. Rather than just put it all in the bread maker and hit start, and like 3 or 4 hours later, fresh bread. Good morning, Della. I had honeycomb ice cream today walking around town. It was delicious. Honeycomb ice cream? Oh, yeah, right, Minnie. Honeycomb ice cream, that like, were there pieces of honeycomb like in it, or did you have like the honeycomb like on the side? Like, I'm intrigued. Honeycomb ice cream sounds good. I need to know more. Please describe this honeycomb ice cream to me in exact detail, because I can't have the dairy for the ice cream and I want it. So please let me live through you here with this honeycomb ice cream. I'm right there with you, Shannon. I'm right there with you. But I can dream. Girl can dream. I have a bread maker. No, you know what? I'm going to be going to the allergist here next week. So hopefully he'll be able to confirm whether or not. Because I had some pasta the other day. I was just testing it out. And honestly, I should have been more specific. Because part of it, honestly, was just I didn't feel like making anything for myself. And Steve had made pasta for him and the kids. And I was just like, you know what? We'll just have it and we'll test it. And I legitimately got a headache afterwards. So I don't know if it was the eggs in the noodles or, you know, the gluten or whatever, but I will be looking forward to getting this all refined by the allergist and, you know, seeing what the prick test says. Ah, yes, we steal the bread. Muhaha. Fresh bread, even in good quality. Yes, balsamic vinegar. Yes. Butter flavored olive oil? Interesting. Butter flavored olive oil. Like, how do they even do that? Shannon, they can't have, if we can't have it, they can't have it. Mwahaha. I love it, Shannon. Rub the hands together. Muhahaha. I'm sorry, cat. There's butter extract for baking. Oh, interesting. Do we steal the butter too? Lozzie, did you bring me some? Olive oil and vinegar. It's called liquid gold. They ship worldwide. Interesting. Like, butter flavor to me is like just what? More salt? I don't know. Okay, I don't know that I want to use light phthalo green. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I should. Maybe we'll just use a little bit of cream on top. All right, so we'll use our light phthalo green. Fill in that light part of the bud, of the shrubbery. Of the shrubbery. Bring us a shrubbery. Ugh, I can't do bacon flavor stuff. I've tried it. Nope. And Steve even loves bacon stuff. Somebody gave him bacon flavored popcorn once. He about yacked. It was too much for him. Ooh, new snack food combo. Okay. All right. Now let's take. Wait, what's... Oh, Mary hasn't fed you yet. Shocking behavior, Tanya. Are you ready for it? Oh man. Oh man, Shannon. What is it? What is it, Shannon? All right, light green. Should I be scared? I'm concerned. Lay it on us, Shannon. Tanya, I'm ready, Shannon. Lozzie, oh no. Oh no. Vanilla icing and cheese puffs. I'm not gonna judge. Yeah, me either, Angie. Cat! All the pukey faces. I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge. Miss Rena, I could do that. In the UK, we have this brand called Walkers. I think they're Lay's of UK, and the bacon flavor is one of the worst smelling ice. Yes, I've heard of Walkers. Vanilla and cheese? No, no, and no. Tanya, that doesn't sound too bad. Well, Mary, I guess you know what you and Tanya are having for breakfast. Okay. This is coming along. Okay, so I think before I add anything else, we're gonna use the blender and kind of see how it darkens it up. And then we can always add stuff on top. It's not like a huge habit that you get into about, you know, coloring. I guess the blender should technically be the last step, but it never is for me. If it was that easy. I'm not gonna judge, but I'm not gonna eat it either. Liver and caviar? Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound... It's not like she's all eat liver and caviar with Nutella. That is true. That is true. Yeah, liver and caviar. That doesn't sound good. Consulted a medical professional about this strange taste you have. Right? I'm saying if, you know, if Shannon decides it's something she wants to do and she does ever get pregnant, I will be very curious to see what what those food combinations. What if for Shannon, if it's like I said, I'm not saying she's going to or if she wants to, it's a person's, you know, personal choice. But if for some reason you were to ever get pregnant, how hilarious would it be if your the way you want to eat actually flips, and like you would lose like the I don't ever want to assume, you know, last time I said that everybody just thought that Shannon was pregnant right then, but what if when you're pregnant your food likes actually switch and it's like more bland and more plain? Shannon, you're like what, my age? You're not that old. Shannon, you're like around my age, aren't you? Come to think of it, I don't know that I've ever found out your age. But still, that would be hilarious if it like flipped. It would flip. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll definitely want to add a little bit on here. What? Really? Huh. I don't know why, but I totally thought you were like my age. Oh, nice, Della. Shannon, I'll take it. Experience points. Yeah, see, this really kind of saturates it a little bit. I feel like I want to grab another kind of brown. Zoom out just a bit. Give you a little bit better idea of kind of how it looks. I was drinking humor. I think it was because I lost my sense of taste. Could only really taste a few things. Yeah, that's fair. I always said that if for some reason it took me, you know, like a while to get pregnant or, you know, find a partner or whatever, I said that 45 was going to be my cutoff, only because I wanted to, you know, I didn't want to wait too long, but ideally I wanted to be done having kids by the time that I was 30, so that by the time I'm in my 50s, they'll all be, you know, adults by that time. Right, Kat? It really does. It really does. I think people aren't able to have kids anymore at so many different ages. Yeah, I think it just depends. I was telling Steve, like, there's a part of me that is obviously, because we're done having kids. We're not having any more. But there's always a part of me that, like, is kind of, like, sad that we're not having any more. But the fact of the matter is, if I were to get pregnant again now, I think I would just be miserable. My second pregnancy was really hard on me, just medically wise and everything. So, I mean, I'd make it through, but I'd be thoroughly miserable in the middle of it. Plus, I love that my kids are like best friends. You know what I mean? It really does. Definitely fits a newborn, right? Well, you got all your puppy dogs. All your puppy dogs. Okay. Let's grab juniper green. Okay. Juniper green. Was there one food that you could taste that surprised you? I was really surprised when I could taste orange. Someone brought some as a gift. Yeah, you know, there was an article I read, something about tasting oranges. If you're talking post-COVID, like oranges really bring your taste buds to life. Yes, Marie, they do. Like these ones here. I'm always surprised if they don't break in the mail, like this one. this one broke, but this one didn't, but these do. But honestly, it's just the way that they are, and I don't ever think it's a quality thing. I think it's just because of what they are. So that's why I put them in a pencil extender. And then I can use them, you know, until they're itty bitty. Be what you fed the baby. I wouldn't say that I had any like really weird food combinations when I was pregnant, but I was super emotional about food, if that makes sense. Like I remember Steve and I were having dinner one night and I was doing something. Anyway, long story short, I dropped it. I accidentally dropped it and it ended up upside down on the floor. And rather than, you know, like just getting more, I like burst into tears because I was just so sad that the food had gotten wasted. And like another time I was doing something with like a pat of butter where you take, you know, you cut a slice of butter off of like a cube of butter and it also fell. You know, when anything disastrous happened to food, I just like would burst into tears and I would be like legitimately so sad. So like... Steve was conditioned to carry my food for me because I couldn't be trusted. Because he just wanted to avoid the tears when I inevitably drop something. Cheese blossom vanilla icing for dessert, hot dogs and chocolate icing for dinner. Ah, blurg. Right? I was just so sad all the time. So even now, sometimes, like, if we're not eating at the table and, like, we're eating in the living room for whatever reason, Steve will just, like, default and he'll carry my food for me. And I'll be like, what are you doing? And he's just like, oh, right. Give it back. I crave banana peppers. I just eat them straight from the jar. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, if anything, it was less craving for foods and probably more aversion to foods. Like, things just, like, straight up wouldn't sound good, you know? I'm very emotional about my food, right? That's exactly what it was. I was very emotional about my food. Right, Minnie? Well, especially if it was like a food item I was really looking forward to, and then bloop, on the floor it goes. And I'm not even pregnant. Oh, interesting, Della. Trying to think of what my aversions were. I don't really remember now. I don't know, it's interesting. You know, as when you're done being pregnant, you forget a lot of it. And I think that's nature's way of making sure that you'll do it again at some point. Which is why I gave Steve permission that when I was having contractions in the hospital, I actually asked him, I was like, I need you to take a picture of me at the height of my contractions so that I can remember how painful this was. So we have a picture somewhere of like my face all contorted in pain because I'm in the middle of a contraction. I'm like, I need to remember this so I don't do it again. Aw, thanks, Rochelle. Well, good luck at the doctors. Yeah, 5-second rule, exactly. Well, it's hard to do 5-second rule if it's like pasta or something and it falls like upside down and then you pick it up and it's got like cat hair on it. It's like, well, okay, because let's be honest, if you have cats, there's cat hair on the floor. Like there's just no way. You can have vacuumed 5 times and there still will be cat hair on the floor. Like it's just, it's what it is. A smell of burning cigarettes, yeah. It's true. Yeah. With cats, it's inevitable. It's funny. So we wash the comforter pretty frequently under bed because the cats always sleep on it, but we had temporarily put a white blanket on the bed. I swear, I don't know if the blanket just like attracted the cat hair like crazy, but Annie, our little black cat, she slept on it for an afternoon, and when she got up, it was just like so much. And I think it was probably also because, you know, black on white, but also there's not usually that much cat hair on the comforter. Again, I think it has to do with the material, but I was like, good Lord, cat. All right, phthalo green has trauma while not everyone has trauma while pregnant for some reason, heads still think that it's a traumatic event. Yeah, it is. Honestly, it is. Like, it's a beautiful, wonderful thing, but your body goes through a lot. I mean, there's a reason that you need time to recover from that. Like, it's not trauma in the sense that it traumatizes you, but it is trauma to the body. Like, you are literally making people. Like, if there's no other magic in the world, it's the fact that with your body and a few added ingredients, you can literally make a person. I mean, I grew a brain in my stomach. I mean, if that's not, you know, like crazy science, then I don't know what is. I mean, eyeballs, I grew those. I grew those tiny people out there. Like, that's our superpower. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, if I could choose, I'd probably, you know, teleportation would be an awesome superpower. But, I mean, our superpower is literally making people. Oh, yeah, totally. For my first, my mother couldn't be there. But we pulled her up on video chat. Obviously kept her north of the border. But we pulled her up on video chat so that she could be there for the birth, even though, you know, she wasn't actually here. Steve was able to grab a few pictures of both the kids' births, but little Steve's birth happened really fast and it was kind of crazy. And so we didn't get quite as many pictures, but still. Right, Shannon? Exactly. I mean, I made a person. And gained 11. Oh my gosh, I gained 50 pounds with both my kids. 50 pounds. It's crazy. It took me a while to get down to pre-baby weight after little Steve. Lousy. Ah, that's fair, Angie. That's fair. Well, when my brother was born in the early 90s, you know, like video cameras and stuff were becoming a bit more prevalent. And so because my brother was my mom's last child, she was able to film that one. But yeah, I wouldn't have mind filming it, just to, not necessarily, you know, the up close and personal portion, but, you know, everything leading up to it, you know. Just using, what is it, phthalo green, just to get a few more. I feel like that's pretty decent though. It only took us an hour to color that bush. That's cool. I was a beached whale. It was only different with my youngest, my daughter. That's so funny. No, that's fair, Minnie. That's fair. I had to add some of that to the quotes thread. Good. I'm glad. Okay. I'm gonna leave this alone for now. And we're gonna do some of this stuff in the back. So, this looks like a bush of some sort. These look like trees. I definitely want to do them, I think, a little bit darker. So, yeah, I made the mistake only out of pure curiosity's sake when it came to my first kid of watching a few birth videos. Yeah, don't watch birth videos if you've never had a kid before. It scares the crap out of you. I grew a pain in my stomach. I mean, if that's not, you know, crazy science, I don't know what is. I love it, Miss Rena. Yeah, darker pine trees. Yeah, I love it. I mean, it is. We're group people. Gosh, yeah, it's funny. This nail polish has lasted quite a while, but there's a few spots where it needs some work. I haven't done my nails in ages. Okay, so now we got these little trees here. But it's like, it's not just like straight lines. So we're gonna try something here. Tiny little circles. What time is it? 9:29. We might need to wrap it up soon, but we'll words are hard. We'll work on this one here for a minute, kind of map out what we want to do. And we're using the pine green right now. Signing up for a C-section. You know, it really wasn't that bad. With my first, I got an epidural with both kids. And the doctor had to lessen the epidural with my first so that I could feel to push. And I pushed with her for about an hour. But with my son, everything happened really quick. I remember Steve and I were there for a while, and I wasn't relaxing, and so I wasn't progressing the way that I needed to. And I remember they gave me my epidural at like 1 a.m. and I was finally able to relax for some sleep. And like between the time of 5 a.m. and 5:26, like I finished dilating the full way I was supposed to, and he was out by 5:26. It happened so fast that like they didn't have time to lessen the epidural, and I barely felt a darn thing. And I remember he came out and I looked at my doctor, I'm like, well, that was kind of pleasant. I could do that again. Yeah, pregnancy's rough. That technique is perfect. Oh, thanks, Miss Rena. I think personally, if I had a kid, I would rather adopt. I think it would be lovely to give a child who doesn't have a good life. But oh, most definitely, Minnie. Steve was actually adopted. Steve was adopted, and so yeah, we've always discussed it that if for some reason we ever struggled, that was definitely an option. Mostly because he was adopted. Okay, I feel like this is something different, but I also don't want this to just be one color. That is true. Yes, I healed much faster not doing a C-section. But, you know, everybody's different. But yeah, they didn't lessen the epidural on my son, and yeah, it was fairly pleasant. Oh, nice, Angie. All right, let's use chrome oxide green. But because Steve was adopted, that was why we most definitely opted for a hospital birth, not like at a birth center or, you know, at home or anything. Just because there's always a question about medical stuff if we don't know anything. At the time, we do now, but at the time we didn't know a lot about his medical history. Because of the stress, I was walking the next... Really? Oh my gosh, Mary, that's awesome. Yeah, it's a good one. Chrome oxide green. It's another dirty green. My second was definitely easier though, and also just in general stress about it because I'd been through it once before. I wasn't nearly as, you know, stressed as it is when you're your first. You're like, oh gosh, are they sleeping? Did they roll over? Like there's so many, you know, different things that you're concerned about, you know, but I was so much more relaxed with my second. Right, Kat? Exactly. All right, pine green. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do real quick. So we've got kind of like some bushes here. We're gonna take this earth green. We'll obviously need to do more to these trees. I'm scared of this. Oh, are you pregnant right now, Melissa? My first time came out with 10 pushes. I had an epidural, so I didn't feel any pain, right? Nice, Marie, I love it. Right, Angie? How did you have a baby with no lifting? I always thought it was funny because both my kids, I had them until they were 41 weeks and 1 day, both of them. And I remember I was out to eat, or no, I might have been at the grocery store or something. You know, people always ask like, oh, when are you due? And I remember the look of horror on the Checker's face when I was at the grocery store. I had little Emily in tow, you know, as a toddler. And they're just like, oh, when are you due? And I'm like, yesterday. And they're looking at me like they were afraid I was just gonna have the baby right there. And it's just like, no, we're not having anything yet. It's okay. Oh, Melissa, congratulations. That's awesome. 18 months apart. Oh, I love that. Congratulations. Yeah, little Steve and little Emily are almost exactly 24 months apart. We get all the birthdays out of the way, like, on 1 month. I'm using Earth Green, by the way. We're just adding in kind of a base color for this stuff here. Hard on this spine area. But yeah, I was so over being pregnant by the time 41 weeks rolled around. Oh, that's awesome, Marie. We're definitely gonna have to throw in some browns on these too. Okay. All right. So it is 9:36. I actually need to go ahead and get going. Mornings are a little bit different than night times, but you know, it only took us an hour to color the whole bush, so it's cool. But you know what? The picture will look cool when it's done. I definitely want to add like some, yeah, like that's gonna get some darker green down at the base. See, I'm saying I'm done, but then I like pick up another pencil and I just can't help it. Like I want to fill in all of this kind of white area, if that makes sense. Okay, I gotta put it down. But you see how this is like lighter on this side? We're gonna make this darker. We'll get there though, we'll get there. But yes, hour for a bush or a shrubbery, yay! Gee. Oh, God, that would be so fun, Miss Rena. Yeah, so I'm gonna head out. We'll be live again Friday night. So whenever the coloring, it's coming from Canada. I'm not quite sure what style of mail they sent it, but whenever the coloring lamp, we're gonna do a live stream with that one. So whenever that, like if that shows up before Friday, then like on Friday instead, we would do that instead of this. So whenever that lamp shows up, we're gonna take a break on this page and color that. So just FYI, if you come and you're expecting Anne and I'm coloring a lamp, that is why. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. We'll get more done next time, but you know, bush takes a while. So thank you everyone for being here. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, chatting with me. It's so much more fun when y'all are here. So yeah, everyone stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you Friday night, okay? Friday night, 8:30 p.m. US Central Time, okay? All right, have a great Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week. I'm no longer afraid of shrubbery. Good, Lisa, I'm so glad. All right, everyone, I'll chat with you later. Bye.